I am Jewish. My last name kind of tells it all. I have a lot of friends in Israel, and it has
Mhm.
been incredibly stressful because Israel, really for the first time, bombs are hitting. I mean, these missiles are hitting in cities in Israel, and and I happened to see Tucker Carlson. I think it was some, it wasn't a show. I don't watch the show, but he was talking to somebody saying, "What has Israel ever done for America? America's only done for Israel."
They
Well, I
gave us
hope
the polio vaccine to start. I mean,
what about ways? The best.
yes.
I mean, anyway, I'm actually using Teva medication now. Which anyway. So forget about Tucker Carlson. All right, he's whatever he is. Mr. Rothman, I really appreciated everything you said. Do you think there's such a hatred towards Israel now around the world? Okay, and hatred and total misinformation. Total
Mhm.
misinformation. How do you think that can be, all right, bad word, combated and turned around?
Well, I guess thank you for your question. I appreciate that, Elena. And I want to co-sign your thoughts about our two co-hosts here. I won't comment on
Noah's known
anybody's
me
physical
for
appearance,
like 15 years. He's a lovely man. So,
but I also
I've known you a while
I
now too.
reject the mistreatment of you online as
thank you.
we all deal with.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, Elena, if I had the answer to why there's anti-Semitism and how it can be combated effectively, I'd be making a lot more money than I'm making probably. I'm sure that would be in demand. This is a question that has plagued humanity for the last 2,000 years or more. That being said, there's quite a lot that you and me can do whenever we encounter these narratives, especially if they're predicated on dubious information or the carefully curated information that justifies a particular outlook. For example, and this applies broadly to America's adversaries, what have we seen from Iran, from Russia, and the prosecution of their wars? We have seen real and genuinely indiscriminate terror bombings designed to intimidate and subjugate the people, the populace. It is the formula of total war. What have we seen from America's partners? Profound, innovative, interesting, clever, technologically miraculous ways to not kill civilians, to target military infrastructure, military assets and resources in the most discriminating way imaginable, so as to preserve as much civilian life as possible and to preserve the moral distinction between America's partners and its enemies. Where Russia bombs cities, Ukraine smuggles in drones to attack strategic aircraft. Where Hezbollah targets civilians, Israel takes years and executes the most amazing mission you could possibly imagine to discriminately introduce tiny bombs into the pockets of verified terrorists who can only have them if they're engaged in terrorist activities and involved with Hezbollah. Likewise, the bombings of apartment buildings inside Tehran occupied by Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas, or today, recently, the heads of IRGC, the Iranian intelligence apparatus, very few of whom are beloved on the streets of Iran. These are the symbols of the regime, individuals with American blood on their hands, to say nothing of Israeli blood. And it is a very discriminating campaign in a way that should shame those who have the capacity for shame if they were establishing some sort of a moral equivalence between our partners and our enemies. There really is none. And you can make any number of arguments, but I find that to be the first and foremost because it is such a stark contrast that we can all see with our own two eyes. It's not like you have to go digging into the research to demonstrate it. All you have to do is say, turn on the news. And if that's too much, if you can't be moved to test your own assumptions, then your own assumptions are not testable. They're a prejudice. And if it's a prejudice, then you've already won the argument.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with so many of the people that are saying ugly and unkind and just factually inaccurate things about Israel is so much of it veers into just abject anti-Semitism. If you want to have a conversation about like Netanyahu, like fine, we can do that all day long, but so much of it goes back to just like just really egregious anti-Semitism. And it's something we've all who have been paying attention, which is, Miranda, Noah, Elena, you, me, everybody. It's been happening for a really long time. The first time I ever encountered this was with the Women's March in New York City, which is like almost, I think, 9 years ago, 8 years ago at this point, when they were advocating for BDS against Israel and talking about Palestine. I was like, what the hell does this have to do with anything with women's rights in America in any way? And it was the first time that I was like, what the hell is this? What is happening? And Tablet wrote this really amazing piece about the Women's March, and it ended up, I ended up interviewing the leaders of the Women's March and calling them out on it. And they, to my face, would not say that they didn't think Jewish people were termites.